So I got to tell you what happened to me. March 21st, 2021, I got a speeding ticket on 140 going 66 and a 50. And it was right at 140 and 91. And routine traffic stop. Sir, do you know why I'm pulling you over? Okay, fine. All right. So I was going a little fast. He wrote me the ticket and he explains to me that I can simply pay and accept the points and it'll be on my record, etc. Or I can fill out the portion either online or on paper and mail it in and get a court date. So you have to do that within 30 days. So I decided, well, I'm going to go fight this. I got a clean driving record. It's been forever since I've been in a traffic court for anything. So I fill out the thing and I mail it in. Why I didn't go online and do it, I don't know. But maybe I was feeling sorry for the postal workers, the much maligned postal workers, and I said, let's give them a shot. We'll have them deliver this. So March 27th. So let's say I did that by April 15th. Who knows? Now I get busy with my spring. I get busy with my summer, and completely forget about this pending traffic court date. And it occurs to me just the other day, yesterday, that, I have not heard anything about a court date or anything from the state, from the Motor Vehicle Administration, from the court system. So I called district court, and of course they were closed because it's Columbus Day. So I called the state police because they have the same database with their computers, and officer answers the phone, Westminster Barracks, and he says, let me look up this for you. Well, seems like your license has been suspended. Oh, good grief. I said, I haven't been notified of that. I certainly wasn't notified of any court date. So what I suspect happened was they never got the thing in the mail. So I asked the officer, so what do I do? He says, well, you have to go to district court, go there tomorrow. And what I suggest, you can then apply for another court date, but you got the sticky wicket of the fact that your license is suspended. He goes, probably the best thing to do is postpone. In other words, pay the fine, accept the points, then take that over to the Motor Vehicle Administration, get your license reinstated. So this morning I'm forgetting the funniest part of the story. Well, if there is humor in it, I choose to find humor in most things. I say to myself, I'm driving right home, and I'm going to park the car there. The next morning, I'll have my wife take me to the courthouse, district court, and get it taken care of. So have a little tea. I'm about 3 minutes away from my house, and of course, I get pulled over by a state trooper. Pull into the parking lot at the giant supermarket, and sir, do you know why I pulled you over? No, officers, I certainly don't. And he said, you have a tail light out. Now, I have to pause this story right now and say that just 2 weeks ago, I was getting an oil change at Jiffy Lube, and they told me that I had two tail lights out. I had a directional signal and a brake light out. So, do you want us to change those? Yes, please change them. They changed them. Well, apparently not well enough, where they put a defective bulb in because I'm getting stopped for having a tail light that's out. So I know what's coming next because I am in fact driving on a suspended license. So I had written down everything, my case number, the trooper that I spoke to at the Westminster Barracks, his name, the phone number that I could call in. He even gave me the website character by character, which is about 1 million characters long, that I could go online and take care of this. So I get my license and registration, and when the officer asked for that, I said, you're going to find that I have a suspended license, and let me tell you the story. And I told him what happened and how just that day, just about an hour and a half prior to that, I was on the phone with one of his colleagues at the Westminster Barracks getting this information, finding out that my license was suspended. So he said, stay right here. I'm going to go check this out. And he goes, and what seemed to be an eternity, he goes back to his vehicle. And he comes back and he said, well, so here's the deal. He said, my hands are kind of tied. I obviously have to write you a citation for having the brake light that's out. He goes, I also have to write you a ticket for which you will have to appear in court for driving without a license or with a suspended license. He said, I'm also required to seize your license and also arrest you. But I'm not going to do that because I called my colleague and Trooper First Class McGillicuddy, or whatever his name was, confirmed that you called in there about an hour and a half ago, and he told me the same story that you just told me. So I'm going to look the other way as long as you don't drive this vehicle home and you get somebody to come pick you up, and you promise me that at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning you'll be at the district court and get this taken care of. So I said, yes, I'll do that. So I called my wife and she came and picked me up. And the next morning I go this morning, 9 o'clock, to district court, and I explain this to them. First of all, I don't want to disparage people that work and choose a career at civil service, but you all know, most of you watching this video, the handful that might be watching this, you know that the type of person that kind of gravitates towards that job, I don't know if they're genetically predisposed to talk like robots. I suspect it's because they have to answer so many idiotic questions from us, the general public, and they have to give the same information over and over again. So they start talking like robots, are you vaccinated? Do you have your vaccine card? No, I am vaccinated, but no, I don't have my card. Do you have a mask? No, I'm sorry, I don't. We have a box of masks. Please take a mask. So I take a mask, metal detector, take my belt off and everything, keys, wallet, phone, everything. Go through, I explain why I'm there. Go to the office, and they said, all we can do is get you a court date. You were given wrong information by that trooper. All we can do is give you a court date. So I get the court date for driving without a license, but now I'm kind of in a quandary. How do I get my license reinstated? So I called my attorney. My attorney said, listen, I know, let's fight it and so you don't get points. But at this point, you've got a ticket for a repair order. You got a ticket for driving without a license, and you have the original speeding ticket from March 27th. So he said, go pay the speeding ticket. You'll post bond for that. And with that, you'll be able to get your license reinstated when you go to the DMV. So I got the court date for the driving without a license is in December, and my attorney said, I'll meet you there. Come see me a week before. We'll go over the facts and get everything done, or a couple weeks before. But head over to the DMV. You'll be able to get your license reinstated. So I did post bond for the speeding ticket. I'm accepting the point for that. And then I went over to the Motor Vehicle Administration, which of course is operating by appointment only because we're in a pandemic. Well, I didn't have an appointment. There's a long line. It's out the door, out into the parking lot. So I get in the line, and as I make my way closer into the building, into the vestibule, into the main lobby, into the counter area, I hear the same spiel over and over again by the Motor Vehicle Administration guy. What time is your appointment? My appointment's at 10 o'clock. What's your name? My name is Chuck Wilson. Okay, take this paperwork, wait over there. They'll call your name. What time is your appointment? 10 o'clock. What's your name? Nancy Smith. Same thing over and over again. The guy's talking like a robot, and he gets to me. I said, I don't have an appointment. What is the purpose of your visit? Well, I'm here to get a license reinstated. I've posted bond for a speeding ticket. Here's my information. Here's my paperwork. And he said, sir, I'm sorry to inform you that they wasted your time. Your attorney was wrong. The clerk of the court was wrong. The commissioner was wrong. The situation is, now that you've paid for that, and he did review my paperwork, he said, your license will be reinstated in 24 to 48 hours. You're free to drive, but keep this receipt with you so that if you do get pulled over, you can explain that to that officer. So after taking care of all this, the next place I went was Jiffy Lube, because they had replaced my bulb just 2 weeks ago and obviously didn't do such a hot job with that. And got that resolved. So there's really no good, tidy way for me to wrap up this story other than to say that's how my day started, based on the events from yesterday. But at least my Baltimore Ravens kicked the ass of the Indianapolis Colts with an epic comeback. Ciao, everybody.